Welcome back to Learning with Care, and I'm your host and host Kapil Motwani. So in today's video, we'll be discussing about implicit and explicit requirement. So before we start our video, let's try to understand that how we have actually designed this video. So we'll open with a real-time example, then we'll discuss about our requirements, then again one more example, and we'll be discussing about our implicit and explicit requirement. Then at last, finally, we'll be closing our video with one more category of requirement. So I hope this is clear, and with no further delay, let's get started with our video. So you might have noticed that whenever you want to prepare tea, you want to prepare coffee, or you want to create your own software, everything comes with its own set of requirements. So in case of tea, your requirements would be you need water, you need tea, you need milk, you need sugar, you need etc, etc. And again, it will change based on what type of tea you are actually preparing. So if you are preparing green tea, you should have green tea bag. If you're preparing masala cha, you should have masala cha bag. If you're preparing lemon tea, you should have lemon. So you notice that tea remains same, but again some requirements are changing over there. Something is adding, something is removing. So similarly in software, no matter what type of software you are preparing, it's a mobile application, it's a desktop software, gaming, finance, banking, the requirements will be there. Some requirements might change, might come in, but again requirements will be there, and those requirements have been classified into two major categories. So one is implicit, second one is explicit. So those are the two major categories, and apart from that there is one more category which we'll be discussing at the last in our video. So that was our first example and a bit about requirement. Let's move on to our second example. So our second example, I will take me as a user. So I'm going to a Subway shop. I hope you have been to Subway from your side as well. So when I'm in a Subway shop, I have to tell them what I need to go inside my Subway. So I will say I need double cheese, and I would prefer my cheese to be toasted. So when I say I need double cheese and I need my cheese to be toasted, those are two different requirements which I called out explicitly. So when I say explicitly, I make sure that there is no room for any confusion. So similarly, when we talk about explicit requirement in software testing, these are the requirements which have been drafted properly, and we make sure that there is no room for any confusion. So in software testing, we have BRD as our document. So in BRD, we draft our requirement, and those requirements being reviewed by product manager, QAM, SDM, QA, SDE, and they all make sure that those requirements are clear and there is no room for any confusion when we start actually developing our product. So now let's go back to our Subway shop because our burger or our sandwich is still waiting over there. So when I mention my requirements, now how much the bread or the cheese to be toasted, so that comes with our implicit knowledge. The shopkeeper is already working over there from a long time, and he knows he has to toast it, but not over toast, or not half baked or half toast over the particular cheese and bread. So that kind of knowledge comes when you're working on something. And in software testing, when we talk about implicit requirement, so those are the requirements which you try to understand or you try to develop when you are working on some particular application. So let's say that I have to create a banking application, and someone has told that I need an application for HDFC Bank. On the website, I should have a login, username, password, and submit button, but no one has mentioned that the password field should be encrypted. No one should be able to get the password, and when I'm sending the password to the server, it should not be kind of being victim of hackers. And so those will be the implicit requirements which are always there, but those will not be mentioned in our BRD, and we have to get those by our own experience. So this was about implicit and explicit requirement. So apart from that, as I mentioned, there's one more category of requirement which we called like latent requirement. So latent requirement are those requirements which are not being mentioned anywhere, or those users might have not get from their previous experience. So let's say there's an application for HDFC, there's an application for Axis Bank. So Axis Bank, when you send money to someone, it just don't show anything specific. It will show some confirmation that money has been sent. Whereas HDFC Bank, when you are sending money to someone, it will show some animation or some graphics on the page, which will kind of like you never experienced before with any other application, but HDFC Bank is providing that. And you feel like more of using HDFC Bank and you get extra delight from that. So those are our latent requirements. So I hope this was clear to you. We'll be creating another video, and keep watching, keep learning, stay tuned. Thank you.